Welcome to Wellness with Matthew, and this is the Scoli Mindset Series. Now, I have scoliosis. Check this picture out. You'll see the left side of my back has that hump, and the right side is sunk in. Scoliosis means that I have a curvature in my spine. Only 5% of U.S. males have scoliosis. Just great. That's what I'm in the top 5% of. Of all the cool things I could be, it's having scoliosis. The pain, frustration, I am talking about when I sit down for 30 minutes, I'm wishing I was standing back up. Now check out this picture. I don't know how many times a day I do this. I'm on a easy bar with 35-pound plates there, and I am stretching the left side of my back and then making the right side have an internal stretch so that I can pop my back to relieve some of the pain. Do you know how annoying and frustrating that is, that I'm thinking about doing something and then I'm like, no, I need to go lay on that bar for just a little bit, try to get my spine to straighten out some. Now, I'll have scoliosis for the rest of my life, but I am going to use it for the positive. I could say so many negative things about it. How my meniscus is torn in my left leg because my left leg hits harder because of my pelvic tilt of my spine. I could talk about how my shoulders are uneven, and so in pictures you can actually see how I'm tilted. How I have to go, and when I bend over and I'm picking something up, there's a hump that's there, and I've had people notice it, and I don't want them to notice that. But I'm going to use it for the betterment. So what are some of the good things about me having scoliosis? First of all, I stretch more. I'm way more limber now than ever. I never would have been someone who stretched. And especially as a guy, we just don't do that. But because I stretch more, now I have more of a length-tension relationship with my muscles, which means that I have more torque, velocity that I've created by being stronger as an individual, because I'm stretching to relieve my back pain, but I'm also benefiting my entire body because those who are more limber, they're also stronger. So then I have to think about things as far as I never sit down really. I'm always moving. I'm always burning calories in some way because I don't want to sit too long. I have to stand up. And so I'm thankful for how my life has been, that I have opportunities to where pretty much I can just keep moving all the time. So by doing so, I'm burning calories. If I was weighing 30, 40 extra pounds, which I bet I would if I had a straight spine, if I was doing that, I wouldn't have the body that I enjoy having what I have, because everyone wants to have that right body type. They want to have a lower body fat. They want to have, guys want the muscles. They want that. But with me having scoliosis, if I gain too much weight, my back starts to hurt. So I have to stay at a certain weight, which keeps me eating healthy, doing the right things, having to walk all the time because I don't want to sit. So it's put me in this body shape that I'm in. And when I was thinking about all these things, I was thinking, wow, here you are, Matthew, so frustrated about your scoliosis all the time. But what are the positives about it? And then what are things that you're doing for preventative maintenance and just making your life overall better because you have scoliosis? And so that's why I brought up these positives. So as we get into the Scoli mindset, what we're going to do is talk about some of those scoliosis issues in your life. What is your scoliosis? What are some of the negative things that's going on in your life that's stopping you, preventing you from being who you want to be? And then what can we do, just like Matthew, to stretch, to keep moving, to be a more healthy person because we don't want our back to be hurting? Well, your back is going to be your life, and your spine is going to either be straightened out or curved. And if there is a curve, let's see what we can do, just like I do with laying on that bar, to try to get things a little bit better, take some pain away. Maybe it's always going to be there, but what are other factors around it that might make it better for you? Have that Scoli mindset that we're going to curve around these issues and make them better. It was about 4 years ago that a bombshell hit my family. I'm talking about an absolute explosion. This was about me fighting for truth. This was about the pain that was in my heart, the fear that I was having, and rightfully so. I was in an absolute battlefield, and it was for all the right reasons. Now, before the bombshell, I would have told you that I had all these friends, all these people that would always be on my side. But when that bombshell happened, I found out that there were hundreds, and I'm being literal, hundreds of haters that were upon me. They were not going to listen to the truth. They were not going to listen to me. They had their set opinion. And that was a real eye-opener for me, because I wasn't expecting to have haters ever in my life. I didn't even know that I already had them, because if they were already like this and they were hating me before, they were just fake to my face. But with the Scoli Mindset series, I'm going to be real to you. And just as I was speaking the truth that 4 years ago, and a lot of people hated me for it, I'm going to speak the truth now, because what I am thankful for with a Scoli Mindset mind, I could have absolutely been completely devastated that hundreds of people were hating me. I could have absolutely laid down and said, I can't. But now hindsight's 2020. All those haters, they made me stronger. And just as a Christian man, now mind you, I'm a unique Christian guy. You will see that later on in this series. But they're going to hate the Christians, and they're going to hate me for telling the truth right now in the Scoli Mindset series. But I'm thankful for those haters, because once I was shaken, my foundation, though, it became stronger. So I needed to know that I have haters, and many of them. Because if you don't step out on a limb, how are you going to reach that fruit? But maybe that limb may break, and maybe you're going to fall. But you don't know until you try. So the Scoli Mindset series for Wellness with Matthew is about to begin. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the Wellness with Matthew YouTube page, I ask you to do so. I don't have many right now. I've not really been focusing on it. I've been more with the T-Rex Flex with me and my son. But do subscribe and like Wellness with Matthew on YouTube. The Scoli Mindset series. Let's begin. What we're going to do then is start this video series called Scoliosis Number 1. Your bad eating habits. Why are you eating bad? Is it the convenience? Is it the addiction? What is making you want to go and eat poorly? But now this is for those that want to continue watching, because what I'm about to say here, I might have wasted your time completely just now if you're not feeling like this. If you're not content, if you're not satisfied with your body, keep watching this. But if you are totally cool, like I like the way I look, I like what's going on, stop the video right now. We'll go on to scoliosis number 2. But this is for those that don't like the way they look, but they're still eating bad. Let's do this. Stop. I am busy too. Don't tell me that you are too busy. Me, Matthew, I'm not busy. Yes, I am. And I still take the time to be able to weigh my food out. Because this is a huge thing where people don't want to weigh their food. They don't want to take the time to portion it out. And listen, this is not going to be easy. I completely understand that. But you cannot, here we go, have your cake and eat it too. What are you doing? You don't want to weigh your food out. You don't want to eat bland, but you want to be ripped. You know, you got your friends that do eat poorly and they look great. Guess what though? That's not your genetics. You can't do what they do. I can't either. So you're going to have to start having a Scoli mindset. Be frustrated with yourself if you don't like the way you look. And it's because of your bad eating habits. I'm not talking about weightlifting and training right now. I'm talking about, because you know it to be true. Eating clean is going to help you be lean. So if you have too much going on in your life that you can't portion out, weigh your food, you're lying. Yes, you do. Did you watch Netflix just a little bit ago? Do you know what's going on with that? Have you been going and scrolling through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook when you could have been doing something about making your eating habits better, weighing your food out? It only needs to be done once or twice a week. Get everything planned out, have a day to do so, and then start getting everything done on that day. This is not this huge long process. Well, I don't like to eat leftovers. Well, you're going to be leftover then, because I don't like that aftertaste of how leftovers are. Seriously? Now, come on. I mean, all right, so you have to cook something fresh every day, but you ain't going to look fresh. Your body ain't. Sometimes you just can't do stuff like that. Don't go and be negative on doing stuff as far as downing lean cuisines and stuff that has to do with the healthy frozen dinners. I eat them. Well, they got too much sodium in them. Look at you. What? You better be like super lean, fit, ripped, in shape, talking to me about high sodium in the frozen meals that I like to eat that are healthy when I don't have time. And I'm going to drink a lot of water and I'm aware of the sodium, but you look the way you do, not what kind of a body type I would want, but you're telling me about the sodium? No, you need to start looking past that. Drink more water, do something to be able to flush the salt out of it. Don't start that. That is not something that you need to be arguing with me about. We have a day, and on that day, you go and make sure that you've got your nice, healthy carb. Look up what healthy carbs are, your vegetable of choice, and your protein. You're going to have them all in a separate place though when you're doing all this. You can mix it together once you start eating it, but no more casseroles and stuff like that. You can't weigh out and know exactly what it is if you really want to be strict with this. Because technically what you just do is just get on MyFitnessPal and then tell it all about your body shape and size, and it's going to let you know what you need to do, but you've got to make sure that you're getting everything in order here as far as you are abiding by what you are saying to it, that you're not lying to the MyFitnessPal. And when it says that you need to have this many grams of fat, then if you are under or over, you're going to have to start making sure that you just work on that with trial and error. When I did all this and I changed my body, it took me like 9 months to work on this. Some things worked and some things didn't. I even found out that when I bumped up my calories a day, I lost more fat. I was getting cold and stuff. And I was like, what is this? But I trialed and errored it. I didn't go, well, I guess this ain't working. I was like, no, I'm not going to just start eating unhealthy. So I'm going to go and try to maybe, I'm cold all the time, so I bet I need to at least bump my calories up to more healthy calories. And I started not being cold and I lost weight. Then there's another thing that's going on here. You're going and you're eating clean 6 days a week. On that seventh day, you know, that's what they all talk about. You get to cheat, have your cheat meal, your cheat day. So if it's a meal for you a day, I don't care. You know, you figure that one out, which one it needs to be. But you go and you've been doing that for maybe 3 weeks and you ain't lost no weight. Guess what? You're going to have to stop having a cheat day. Matthew, but I want to be able to go out and eat with my friends, or, you know, have those chicken wings or have that ice cream. Fine, go ahead. But just be discontent with your body then, because it looks like you're not going to be able to have a cheat meal day for a while. Your body's metabolism will kick in eventually, but yours just might take longer. I don't want to eat all this bland food. You know that how many cans of black beans that I consume in a week? Because it's a lot. It's a lot. I have no idea. But I eat a lot of black beans, and it's cheap, and it's healthy, and my body does very well with that stuff. Ugh. Ooh, you just eat a can of black beans every day? You know what I'm going to say back to you, at least in my brain? Looking you up and down? Ooh. Why won't you maybe try it? Because I'm doing something that I want to do, and it's bland and boring, but I'm very happy with my body. What's important with me is how I cosmetically look. And yes, I'm worried about the insides too, absolutely. I mean, yeah, don't think I don't think about how my internals are, but man, I'm talking to you guys right now, and I don't think you can fully see me here, but I'm not wearing a shirt, and I'm very comfortable. But it's because I eat bland and boring. And I'll have people say, how do you do that every day? And again, in my brain, I'm looking at you going, how can you be happy with your body at all? And you're just eating unhealthy, and you're talking to me about my blandness, but I don't look bland. But you do. Your belly and your weakness, and you're even telling me to half the time that you're not happy with it. That's why you're even talking to me about it, but you don't want to eat bland. And I mean, sometimes it's bland. Sometimes I'll just have chicken, rice, broccoli, and then some Frank's hot sauce. And it's, oh, that sounds delicious. Not after months and months of it. Absolutely not. No, not at all. You think I want to have a protein shake every single day? Ugh, it's in my head. I don't want to do this. But then I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes, I do want to do this. Because it's worth it more to me. Remember, with your eating, it's just a minute on the lips. A minute, but a lifetime on the hips. And it's true, ain't it? So while you enjoy that hamburger and French fries, but you're doing it, and then after that short amount of time, it's done. You're not going to get to eat another one. You're too full. But your fat cells are growing because you were too weak-minded. You didn't have that Scoli mindset that I'm going to go around this. And now I'm going to tell you, those fat cells are going to grow, and it's 3,500 calories that's in a pound of fat. That's a lot of hard working out. That's a lot of trying to eat more clean. A lot of steps taken to get 3,500 calories gone. Don't be weak-minded about it. Have your Scoli mindset. And again, summer's almost over, so you're like, I can get ready to put my long sleeve. No, I want to look summer body ready all year long. So we're going to eat bland. Yes, we're going to eat bland. You may not be allowed to have a cheat meal. You may not be able to for weeks and weeks. Don't be hangry. Control yourself. Oh, he's irritable because he's hungry. Woman up, man up, and don't be mean. If you're getting hungry, you got to let your internal stomach start to shrink, and you won't feel that way. Ugh, water? I got to drink water? If you're wanting your body to look differently, yes, we can talk about all day though that if you switch from, even me and my buddy were talking about, if you want to switch from Coca-Cola to Coke Zero, you will lose weight. You will. It's going to happen. Or maybe going to Powerade Zero to have some of that flavor, or some of that flavor packets that you put in the water. But any of that stuff like Coke Zero, Powerade, any of the packets, there's a sweetener to it. It is manipulating your body. When you drink that 0-calorie sweetened drink, your body is going to be manipulated in the stomach to thinking that it's actual real sugar, and it's going to take the sugar that's in your veins that don't need to be going nowhere because they need to be there. It's going to go because of the 0-calorie sweetened drink, and it's seeming like sugar to the body, a manipulation. It's going to pull that sugar out of your blood, going to make you feel lethargic, and it's going to put that sugar that shouldn't have went anywhere into a fat cell. But plain old water ain't going to do that. It's not going to do that. And be patient. We are so impatient in this society. We don't want to go and wait. But it might take, well, for me, I'll tell you, it took like 103 days, I believe, before I really started seeing a change in my body. But boy, I sure am glad I waited. And I stayed strong with it. Now, if you guys need help with this, I will help you. Absolutely, I will help you. But I am going to be paid. You're going to pay the Pied Piper. So a lot of this stuff can easily be found on the internet. But if you need me to help you with weighing stuff out, understanding your body better, I can give you all kinds of great opinions of what to do, but you're going to pay me. If I start getting dinged on Facebook, hey, I got a question. Hey, quick question. No, you'll pay me and then I will answer your questions because I've got stuff to do with Arnold. I can't just be trying to help you out and then 90% of you ain't even going to listen to my free advice. So pay me and then don't listen. But if you want me to help you, clearly I've been doing this for so long now, I do know what I'm doing. Have your Scoli mindset on your bad eating habits. Get your scoliosis of your bad eating straightened out. It is time to start eating better. If you don't like the way you look, but you're still eating food that is not healthy, then you're making a mistake. And you need to be told by me, straighten up, curve around it, Scoli mindset. Wellness with Matthew. I'm going to make your body better.